Hi all, and a huge welcome to this sketching video, which is going to be all about exploring levels of tone using a simple pencil. My name is Susan and I'm an artist, author and online educator, specialising in sketching tutorials, making sketching fun and filling those sketchbooks. I run an annual 30-day sketchbook challenge at the beginning of every year, and I have an online sketching membership called Inspire. All details on my website, susanyates.co.uk. Come along and join me. Let's get stuck in. So when we're using pencil, a really important thing to be able to depict on the page is a range of tones. And tone relates to depicting the lightest values and the darkest values. So the light highlights the brightest things in an image or object, and the darkest parts, the shadows, in, again, an image or an object. We don't just want to use our pencil as a single flat tone where there's no variation. What we want to be looking to create is a range of tones and understanding how we create these from light to dark. So what we're going to do today is create this light to dark scale using pencil. And I've done a demonstration here first so you can see what we're building up to create, and then I'll show you how we actually do it. So the lightest are here, of this side, number 1, and the darkest here. And this particular page shows a range of different black and white materials, but we're simply going to work with pencil. So what you need to do is to create 9 boxes in a row in your sketchbook, and I've pre-prepared this, and mine are about 2 centimetres each, which is approximately an inch. And I'm going to number these from 1 to 9. 1 will be the lightest value or tone that you can create with your pencil, and number 9 will be the darkest tone. So I like to start with the two ends of the scale, and I'm using a soft pencil here. And I'm going to use an overhand grip, and I'm just going to use the side of the pencil to create the lightest possible value that I can. I'm really pressing as light as I can to get that light value here. On the opposite end of the scale, how dark can I go? Now this pencil is lovely and soft, so I'm hoping I can get really dark value. And the technique I'm using is the side of the pencil. There are other techniques you can use. So look at that range in value, light to dark. Let's hop to the middle and let's try and get somewhere in between the two, a mid-range. Now you can do this in slightly different ways. So you can gradually press hard and come across this way, or you can do it like me, find the lightest, the darkest, the medium, and then work in between. So what I'm going to do now is see if I can get a slightly darker tone, slightly darker here, and then even slightly darker here. So I'm building up. And if I need to, I can go back over to build those tones up. And there we go. So you can use different techniques. So this was just using an overhand grip on the side of the pencil. And let me just try it now with a top hand grip. And this time I'm going to go from the lightest and just gradually make each one slightly darker. So I'm doing this quickly so you can see it. But I'm doing a scribbling effect, and each time I'm just pressing that slight bit harder on my pencil to get a darker range of tones. So you can see how there I've created that gradient of light to dark. So then you can look back at this as a reference with this particular pencil and go, okay, my light bits need to be like this, my dark bits need to be like that. And you can see just, gosh, what a wonderful range of tone can be created from that. Just as another example, you've got things like this kind of almost stippling or scribbling that you can create effects. So it could be more this sort of thing. So in terms of the marks that you make, you can vary them as well. Basically, the more graphite that is on there, the darker the tone is going to feel. And I'm just doing this very quickly to give you an idea that it doesn't just have to be solid graphite. It can be a texture or a mark making technique. So it could be dots all spaced out, and the closer the dots get together, the darker the tone is going to be across the page. So this is your light side, and this is your dark tones, your shadows. So if you're applying this to a drawing, you want your shadows to have this beautiful, wonderful depth of tone, and your highlights are going to be super light like this. So try this exercise. Draw 9 boxes in your sketchbook. Grab a pencil, and it can be any pencil. You can use a soft pencil, like this one's a 3B. You can use a hard pencil. This one's a 2H, and see what you can get. You'll find with a softer pencil, you'll get those really black, dark tones. With a hard pencil, you won't quite get that depth of tone on the darker side. But you can do the experiment with all sorts of pencil, and learning how to create this range of tone is a really, really useful and helpful thing to have in your repertoire when you're sketching, to then apply to your sketches and your drawings in your sketchbook. Have a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy.